Hey guys, welcome back. Today we're gonna finally have that vlog. The vlog we've been talking about, I was talking about a couple of episodes ago, a couple of videos ago. So, body paint jeans. How did it start? Why did it start? And a fun fact, it started my channel. Make sure to hit that like button and hit the notification button. That way you get tuned in for the latest and greatest uploads. And so let's start. Walking in body paint jeans, true reactions. That was kind of the start to this channel. So before we get into it and dissect it, let me tell you a fun fact. So if you remember many vlogs ago when I first started talking about it, I was on Who is Drosol? I think it's vlog 1. So I basically talked about how I had to start another channel because I actually started another channel prior to this, and it hit, but it was a mixed channel. It was my art and it was my body paint. So this was something that I was like, you know what, I need to separate it. So when I separated, I started it over. And so this happened a while ago, but the fun fact is it actually was received very well. So that's great, and I hope y'all keep wanting to see this content. So let me tell you a little bit of backstory. I have a buddy named Tuan, which you've seen on the video. He basically was talking about content. He was an aspiring videographer before I was even really getting into video. I was more of a just mixed media painter, a little bit of photography, but I wasn't a video guy. Now things have changed, as you can see, a bit of everything now. And so he basically was like, hey, have you seen those guys, those people that paint those women that walk in public and they look like they're in jeans? I've always had that question asked prior to him, and it was always one of those things where in my head was like, yeah, I could do that. And so he asked the questions like, you think you do that? And I was like, yeah. He's like, well, why don't you? From there, he's like, somehow we segued to the topic of starting a YouTube channel, and I was like, man, if I did that, I would do well, I believe, because I would be very passionate and I would, definitely bring my skill set to the table. So from there, he called me out. He's like, well, you should. And I'm the type of guy that if anybody calls me out, I'm gonna step up to the challenge. So the challenge was do the body paint jeans, and that was just really the idea of it. It really wasn't even a thought to basically have a channel and loving it and discovering the love for YouTube and for editing. Walk-in body paint jeans. This is the one that went the most viral. This is Haley. Haley is no longer Haley. She now is a suicide model and goes by Baby Thumpy. So you might have seen it in the vlog, and so let me tell you a backstory to this. She saw what I was doing on my YouTube channel, and she wasn't the first one actually. She was probably the second or third. I keep forgetting. I don't know. I might have to go back, but second or third one to do this. And first was Bianca. Yeah, Bianca. But then Haley, her and I have just a long history of doing a lot of gigs together, and just from there, she was like, I want to be a part of this. So I was like, you know what, let's do that. So just like Bianca, she was just as friendly and social, so it was like perfect combination. Because I will say this, I believe that this video would have not hit as hard as it did unless the interaction on both sides, right? So you have to have the people and then you have to have the models. So I think she and Bianca were a prime example of just great models that have the great output of personality. Because you have to realize you have to be in an environment, you're not fully clothed, and they did have people go, okay, so questions. If I have any questions, they are wearing covers. So there's like a strapless panty and some pasties, but the rest is paint. So when people complain like, oh, they're wearing something, I'm like, well, yeah, dude, you're in public walking, like that's just a different thing. We're not in Europe. So that's why. But either way, a lot of courage to even do this, trust me. Like I've seen women do it, and these women, these top two of like, yeah, we got this. That was that. And then let's go to number 1. First one to do it. So this is Bianca. We all remember her. We all love Bianca. Shout out to Bianca, you're watching this. She just actually had a baby. So congratulations and happy future with your family, man. So this is one of the few things that she got to do with me before she had a family, and this is awesome, dude. Like, she was the first one to do it, and for me, it's always like the first one kind of sets the tone, right? And I believe like her jeans were probably one of the top, if not the best one of all. I think it really was actually. And she just wore it so well, and like, what I always prefer with these kind of pieces is to work with like low bust or just women with very, they're just fit and tight. It just makes the idea of clothing more believable. So how long has it been since I've done this now? I believe it's been, started the channel 4 years ago, and then I went on a run with those jeans pieces, and then the pandemic came, so that was at a halt. So what you saw was pre-pandemic, and then after that I did Vanity, and that was post-pandemic. And so from there, you saw me playing with ideas of a stitched doll with jeans, and I've just done so much variety. It's really fun, but I guess you would say it's like my signature look. It was kind of interesting to see like the reactions of these guys, because you kind of see it as a man outside of the environment, like, whoa, like guys are really sleazebags, honestly, and they're just trying to like be cool in front of their friends. And at the same time, it was interesting to see how, you know, well she handled it. She really handled it like a pro. You know, as you see, he's not really being the most polite gentleman, but that's okay. That's why we highlight that. And a lot of people saw that. Same thing with this gentleman coming up. Sir, if you're watching this, just know that you went viral doing this. Congratulations, you played yourself. So from there, you know, it started the thing, and then next thing you know, we had Alexis, which you've seen Alexis in my videos. And as you know, as you can see, like she is like very beautiful, very voluptuous, and fun fact, we did this at the hottest point of the sun. I think it was like for the summer. I think it was like August. And man, I'm not gonna lie, like we had to like touch it up throughout the day, because you know Texas weather is so humid. Not even the best paint can hold up with that kind, because it just was so humid. But from there, as you can see, I had like the YouTube logo kind of promoting the channel, and I even had my buddy / neighbor at the time, shout out to Clay, helping us. And that's the thing, if people want to know, is it just me and the model? Like for the most part, I always bring a group. I always like to be worried about filming and then have a couple of good friends of ours walk, with her, give her a sense of comfort, even though like it's really focused on her. But when you have some group of friends, the one instance that I did do that with was with Shelby. Shout to Shelby. She was gangster. She was like, let's do this. And so we've been basically from everywhere in Dallas to Deep Ellum to even the nightlife. And who can we forget? Sophia. Sophia was a fun one. She was definitely a game changer. And me and her ended up doing some cool events. She did that painting with a super twist with me when we did that Black Panther for a class. It was for like a birthday party for this gentleman. And then we also did this makeup, this hair show, trade show. And it was like for Big Hair Company. I might be chopping it wrong, but she always like, oh man, I kind of want to just get my name out there and start doing some stuff. So I was like, you know what, let's do this. And she was like, this is fun. It's work, but it's like fun work. So that's a cool thing about doing these jeans pieces with some of these girls like Haley, even Bianca. Even Bianca and Haley did a gig together once. You saw like my shorts on the camouflage. So a lot of times when I meet talent, I have them in mind when I get gigs for like the times I'm asked if I could bring a model. It was another fun one, very well received. And then Lena, how can we forget about Lena, right? Well, Lena, she's the fun fact, real homie. Not like she's the others aren't. What I'm saying is that she's the first person I ever body painted when I first started many moons ago. And as you saw in the aviation show, like and other videos, I've always had her around because she's just a good person to hire, be to look at if you're looking for a model. She's just a veteran, man. She's been doing this as long as I've been body painting, if not longer, I don't know. But she's done it in the most professional level, to music videos, to calendar shoots, to like competitions. And the one thing you want, and not every time you're gonna get a model that knows your stuff, but it's always good to have one. So this kind of summarizes my story. Not trying to make this too long, but that's basically how it started. Thank you for all the love and support. I know like y'all really enjoyed these body paint jeans series. So just know that in the near future, I have someone in mind already. We will be doing this again. But as you know, you're watching this right now, it's so hot that we could cook a burger outside with a skillet on the freaking sidewalk. So we're gonna hold off on that. So also be on the lookout for my next podcast. It's gonna be a fun one. Go to Spotify and follow me there. It's Positive Vibes Only Podcast. And other than that, guys, hope you enjoyed yourself and have a good night.